What is up, Poppy fans in the Ring Army? My name is Nized and welcome back to the channel. Today, I have some exciting news for you all Poppy fans and Project Playtime fans. I have news about Project Playtime Phase 3 Forsaken. Everything that's going to be coming into the update this Wednesday, October 25th. I am very excited for this update and I hope everyone is too. I also want to apologize in advance if you guys hear any sounds in the background. My mom is doing laundry in a bad time right now, so bear with me here. And before we begin, if you are new here to the channel and are a fan of Poppy Playtime, go ahead and leave a like and subscribe to join the Ring Army. I'm also very close to 50,000 subscribers, and that's my main goal for this year, so I'd really appreciate if you can help me out with that. Thank you. Anyways, with all that, let's get into it. So Project Playtime Phase 3 Forsaken is coming this Wednesday at 5 p.m. CST. So that's going to be 3 p.m. for us on the Pacific side. So if you guys know your time zones, then that's when the update will release. And that's going to be perfect timing for me. So hopefully I'll be able to live stream or make videos on it by then. I'm also not going to show any visual aid on this. So I'm just going to read out the patch notes and everything that's going to be coming into Phase 3. I don't want to showcase anything because Huggy is yeah, and as you guys can see, I have the official Project Playtime Phase 3 book right here. You know, it's clearly official, right? They sent me this themselves, Playtime Co. So I'll be reading from this, and I'm very excited for you guys to hear all the changes and all the good changes that's going to be coming as well, and every little tweak that they made and everything that's necessary for this update to be good as basically as it can be. Alright, so now let's get into Phase 3. I'm very excited, and let's get into the first patch notes. Alright, so reading from my official Playtime Co. Phase 3 book, there's going to be quality of life changes. And the first thing that's going to be fixed is sound. They went back through every map, every sound effect, every footstep, and every ambience to make a more immersive experience. Ooh, I like the sound of that. Hopefully footsteps are going to be fixed, especially Huggies, dude. I can't play, you know, calmly with Huggy running around. Bug fixes. There's going to be over 100 plus bugs fixed. That's going to be amazing and hopefully game changing for the better. Imagine they fixed over 100 bugs with the game and everyone's been saying which bugs need to be fixed, and they're going to be fixed on Wednesday. So I'm very happy to see what changes they made. Next, balance. Specialists will now get a small boost upon being hit to try to extend chases and make it more impactful. So it's kind of like Dead by Daylight. When you get hit, you lose an injured state and you get a small boost to make the chase longer. So they're going to go for a similar route to that. So hopefully chases are going to be much longer and more intense. Next, specialists will now get a temporary invulnerability. Is that how you say it? Invulnerability. Invulnerability. Yeah, invulnerability. Upon getting rescued from the hatch. So now tunneling won't be a thing anymore, hopefully. So now when you get saved from the hatch from someone, the monster won't be able to down you again or hit you or damage you when you get out the hatch. You will get a temporarily, basically, invincibility once you get out the hatch. So I'm very good at that. It's like kind of like borrowed time from Dead by Daylight. So I'm very happy this is finally getting added to the game. Now for a nerf. The pull pipe, where everyone has to, or at least some people have to pull down the pipe to escape, right? To call the train. Now you need 2 hands to put it down. You won't be able to camp in a corner and just shoot out 1 hand to put it down. No, you need 2 hands this time. So I'm very excited to see how that will play out. Alright, let me just turn the page here. Next, EFG, Fear, and updated chase rules. Replacing the current specialist HUD with a stylized EKG centric display. So it's kind of like a Resident Evil type of layout. So now you'll be able to see your health state. So now I think there'll be like bars, like signal bars that's saying that you're injured or 1 shot from being down, or if you're healthy. So that's going to be very helpful. Updating player state icons. Yeah, so if you're injured, the icons are going to be changed to an injured state. And if you're healthy, obviously a healthy state icon. Additional player state icon for when players are getting carried. So now you will be able to tell when someone's being carried to the hatch. That's going to be very helpful. Thank you. Implementing a new fear system to communicate relation to the monster. Redefine rules for starting and stopping a chase, okay? Make hiding more effective. Make chases more intense. And allow for counterplay by either party. So chases are going to be different now. Hopefully, I'm excited to see how they're going to play out and to see if the chases will be more intense and actually fair to both sides. Let me turn the page here. Playtime Co. Communication System. That sounds interesting. Radio comm system for specialists. Now for this one, they're going to be adding what Fortnite and Among Us has, a communication system where people can select a saying or an icon to communicate with their team. So if you don't have a mic, or if you don't want to type in any everything that you want to do or going to do, you can just select one of the prompts and it will tell your whole team what you're going to do. I know so many people were asking for that, or so many people asking for a new way to communicate with the team, and there's a solution. The player's current location will be visible to all players. Now, wherever the player is at, the whole team will be able to see the location and where you're currently at. So now people can say, oh, I'm over here on side corner, for example. On side corner, the team will be able to see where you are. That's from what I'm guessing. So people will know exactly where you are or where you're going to go. So people will not just say like, oh, I'm over here in this corner next to this puzzle. Where? The one in the far right. Okay. My right or your right, it's something like that. So now people will be communicating more. So I'm very happy for that. Let me just flip the page again. Ooh, these are good. Huggy hatch modifications. Alright guys, so don't freak out, okay? Just hear me out. They're going to remove the Huggy pit from Project Playtime. So the Huggy Wuggies on the walls, no more. There's not going to be a thing anymore. So I'm both sad and happy about that actually, because it kind of gets kind of boring after a little bit while being down there. So I'm very looking forward to what they're going to be adding instead of that when you get caught into the hatch. They're going to be replacing that with another experience. A whole 360 vision of the Huggy pit, ability to hit the hatch door to communicate with your team. It reminds me of that one mechanic that they have in last year, another asymmetrical game where people can basically pound the door to let the teammates know where you're at. So that's going to be something familiar like that. Every 60 uninterrupted seconds will take a life from you. So let's say you get into the hatch and no one rescues you for a minute, that's one heart down. And of course, after 3 minutes, you're dead. So I'm curious to see how that's going to play out, and hopefully it goes smoothly, because that does sound interesting. So this will be, of course, effective for the team. So if no one's going to be saving them, you're pretty much going to lose a teammate. So hopefully this does encourage people to save their teammates more often. They're also going to be reducing the time players spend in the hatch. So I'm not sure, like I already know that I said 3 minutes, that's going to take your whole 3 lives. I'm not sure that's going to be the case, but they did say they're going to be reducing the time that you're in there. So we're going to see how that goes. Only one specialist is allowed per hatch, forcing monsters to roam upon multiple kills. So now the monster can't put multiple people in the same pit. Thank you. So now monsters are forced to walk around with the players in their hand and basically carry them to other hatches, or from what I assume from reading this. Now, matchmaking and role queue. Players will select their role from the main menu and quickly be able to find and join matches as that role. Reduce time spent waiting for matches to start. Guaranteed players to get the role that they dream. So if they want to be monster, they're gonna get monster. If they want to be survivor, they're going to be only getting survivors. So I'm very happy to see that's finally coming into the game. So this is gonna help finding matches go more smoothly and hopefully not as boring. So hopefully you won't have to wait in the lobby just waiting for a monster to start, or to wait for 7 people to join, Hopefully this does reduce that. When loading into the match, players will now be able to vote for what map they want to go on. So no more of the map rotation anymore. Oh my god, that is a big one. So now people will be able to vote. Oh my god, Mob Entertainment, you are cooking here! So now people won't be playing on the same map more frequently and become less boring, so I'm very excited to see this coming in. Now, monster players will serve as host. Reduce the rate at which host players leave the game. Facilitate the removal of host migration. This one's very exciting, guys. Allow specialist players that die early in the match to be rewarded for their accomplishments and move on to the next match without having to wait till the end. Now you won't have to wait the whole match to see if your team wins or loses. Now you can just leave with your XP and rewards that you get. Awesome, thank you, we needed that. If the monster ever leaves the game, all players will be sent back to the main menu and receive their reward still. How's that? How's that? Now, all these changes will facilitate an overhaul of the main menu, increase readability of all customization tabs and buttons, make queuing for a match a seamless experience from almost every menu. They made a more stylized version of the main menu to fit the Poppy universe, so I'm very curious to see what that is. Unfortunately, with all this stuff coming in, they won't be having the party system in just yet or private matches. So if you guys remember in phase 1, we saw like those squares on the bottom left. Yeah, those won't be a thing for a while, so we're gonna have to wait and see until when those are ready to be implemented in. It is a whole system, so it can take a long time. So you can't group up just yet with your friends, alright? We're gonna have to wait for that. Ooh, match changes. I'm excited for this one. Mercury, if you're watching, this is gonna be your favorite part. Start of match changes. The monster countdown and the train arrival sequence are being removed since they are no longer required. There's going to be an intro sequence. At the start of the match, you will see a sequence swipe of your character. And if you're wearing a skin or cosmetics, you'll be able to see them in the sweep as well. So now you won't have to wait for you to get off the train anymore. And for the monster, you won't be able to sit there and stare for your character for like 30 seconds while choosing your perks. Now you'll be able to see a camera or an intro showcasing who you're playing as and your cosmetics. That's gonna be insane, man. Train changes. The train will no longer stay at the station where specialists were dropped off. Specialists will now have to call the train at the end of the match for it to appear at the train station. So this is going to be making the end game of Project Playtime more intense. So now people just can't camp at the train, and once it arrives, you can just go in immediately and you're safe. No, that will be no longer the case. Now players have to pull down the pipe, and now you have to go call the train yourself. So no more camping the train, like I said. Now people are gonna have to be forced to play the game and to be more intense. That's awesome. More train changes. Once a specialist boards the train, they will no longer be able to leave. After boarding, they will be sent to a mission's results screen, and they will have the option to spectate the remainder of the match or leave to queue into the next match. So people can no longer sit and glow at the monster for losing. People won't be able to emote or see each other anymore. No, but as soon as you get on the train, you're done. Either spectate or you can leave into the next match. Again, amazing. We needed that. Thank you. Store overhaul. They're going to be re-instructing the entire storefront to alter the quantity of items players have access to. They're going to be replacing the daily offers with full item catalogs for both survivors and monsters. Most items will now be available to be purchased by tickets. So now you won't have to pay money to get these cosmetics. All you have to do is keep on playing to get tickets and to redeem them for some cosmetics. I'm guessing the really cool cosmetics will be, obviously charging real money, but for like, basic maybe recolors or some cool items and the cosmetics will be purchased or be purchasable by tickets. So now you will have to be playing Project Playtime for a long time to get the cosmetics that you want. This will reward dedicated players for their time and effort. The store will be modified to offer sales on Playtime coin packs and on cosmetic items themselves. And each item is going to have a description, so you guys can read that and, just for a little bit more flavor to the items. So now you can just read whatever the item says. Now, before I get into the last piece of patch notes here, I want to say that they are going to be removing dash handles. So no more dash handles in the game. They're going to be removing it from all maps for good. So no more people doing that BS, that BS speed glitch or speed exploit that people have been seeing. I see it almost every day. Every time I'm on Project Playtime, I see people using it. So I am very happy for that. That's the one I've been really excited about. They're going to be removing dash handles, okay? So no more speeding through the map. No more doing that, that bull speeding around with the flying glitch that I've seen people do with the dash handles. So no more. Be happy, deal with it. I'm happy about it, so I am chilling. Alright, now with that out of the way, let's get into the final piece of the patch notes. The event Toybox. Launching alongside the store, they will be releasing a special ticket-only Toybox. This limited time Toybox will allow players to earn a large quantity of tickets that they themselves can use to purchase store items. So I'm assuming this is like some kind of challenge Toybox. So if you complete these challenges or complete tasks, I believe, then you'll get an amount of tickets so you can purchase some ticket purchasable cosmetics on the store. So that's cool. That's very cool. This event will allow players to build their own toy box by purchasing items they most desire from the in-game store. And now for the final piece of news, the new map. I believe the official name of this new map is called Misfit Pit. This map is a different section of the Destroy a Toy Facility map. This map is designed to be fast-paced, action-packed, that will keep specialists on their toes, so this is going to be an intense map to play on, hopefully. This map is a cylinder design, so it looks like a pit with 3 floors and a unique line of sight opportunities for monsters and specialists. So, ooh, tallest map so far, right? 3 floors, that's incredible. This level was also designed with flow of chases in mind to make every encounter impactful and memorable. Oh boy, I am very excited for that. And that is a wrap on Project Playtime Phase 3 Forsaken. We'll be able to play this update this Wednesday, the 25th at 5 p.m. CST. So wherever that is from you, that's when it's going to be releasing. So 3 p.m. for us Pacific time. So I am very excited for that. Hopefully I'll be able to stream. If not, videos will be for sure coming in. If you did enjoy the video, go ahead and leave a like and subscribe to join the Ring Army. My name is Nized, and I'll speak to you guys on the next ride.